mai te iwi o whakaruru hau. Me te manawhiri e whakatuara nei a koutou e. Haere mai, haere mai, haere mai ra.
Tēnā koutou ngā rangatira, ngā tangata hui no. Ka nui ngā mihi kia koutou katoa.
I was born in this hospital and so were the rest of our groups here.
Tō tātou hemene, he honore, he kōroria, he maungaro ki te whenua.
Haere mai, te taho tātou ki te mahitai. Ki te mahi tēnei āhuatanga, ke puawai anō tēnei whare. Oi anō he mihikaona ki e nei, na tai uhi nei, noho mai nei. I tukana o rātou pūkenga, kia koutou rā, ka kia kite atu tātou o rātou mahi, a i roto o rātou reo.
Tēnā rā tātou i runga te kaupapa e karahatia nei e koutou. Te kaupapa e hamatia nei e koutou e tutuki nei tō tātou kāhui ani ki tēnei e mihi atua. Arā, e roto e ni āhuatanga ko tutuki pai tēnei kaupapa. I raronga manaaketanga i uhia e runga tō tātou kingi tai nogi a tātou katoa i taunei i tātou. Whakamaua te atina. Tina. Uia!
Ki mai kakema o mai te wai ora ki Awatea te tehua tenei te kōrero te kuia prau ata pō mat. I mate aru tia papakitu ana atai ki te rehua, ka pō, ka Awatea, ko tai mai, no reira nau mai, hare mai, whakatau. E ro rā, tuku papautara, a ko Awatea. Kia mātou I roto I tēnei huihuitanga, ko marama mai tēnei kupu I roto I a mātou e mahi aka nei, no reira, tūtonu, tūtonu, tūtonu.
Nō reira, e te mihi atu kia koutou, te kei o te waka. Ko kia ki rā ki ngā tongi a pōtatang, ko tahi no te kouhao o tingina. I kuhare na te miro mā, te miro pero, te miro pango. Anei rā e nohone. Nō reira, huru nei tēnei whare, ka re te nui ngā kore. Engari kia koutou ngā rangatira, I hanga ai te whare nei, mo te ola. Mo te ola, ko ka ana māwini tāka, hara mai ki te whare ola. Nō reira, kia koutou tēnei aritania kāmi. Kia tātou katoa, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou, a kia ora no rātata.
Kore tae e te whiru kotahi ki te rānei, te pāriki kia mohi e tātou kia tātou. Mā te mahi tahi o ngā pēnu, mā te mahi tahi o ngā kaigaranga, ka uti te rākare. The tapestry of understanding cannot be woven by just one strand alone. It takes the working together of strands, the working together of weavers to complete such a tapestry. Ka mihi hoki, kia rātou mā, ko wehe atu I te pō. Nā koutou, nā mātou, nā tātou.
Ngā mana I ngā reo, koutou ngā manu o te pō, ngā manu o te a. Koutou rai whakanui ana I tēnei kaupapa. Hei huarahi, hei oranga, o a tātou tamariki moko puna e noho mai ne I konei I tēnei ra. Ko te moemoea, ko te wawata, kia arai ake a tātou tamariki ki roto I tēnei mahi ki ta whakaora tangata. Kia noho mai rā rātou hei rangatira mo te hauora. Nō reira, huri noa ki ko tātou whare. Nā kokanga o te whare e tūne, ka kitia, nā ngākau, te tangata, ko tau wainua mai rā, tēnei rā kuni atu kia koutou. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou koutou.
Was Tāne Mahuta, the god of the forest and the god of man, who placed his feet against his father and pushed against him to create Te Ao Marama, to create the world of light. And at that very instance where that separation occurred, we had ko Awatea.
Over the last 20 years, Counties Manukau has been a leader in healthcare provision. It's a high-performing organisation which is known for its innovation and hard work, its calibre and dedication of its clinical staff addressing the complex problems that its people faces. However, the pressure's on, and all of these great attributes will be sorely tested the next 30 years as our population increases, need and demand rises, and our money diminishes. And we know that hope is not a plan. The future demands, the healthcare path that we must take, requires actively imagining, planning and delivering a new approach. As we celebrate the launch of Awatea, we're going to hear from partners and friends and their thoughts on the potential for this new work. And then I'll bring you back and we'll talk about Awatea and our plans together for the future. But before that, I want to bring a few things to your attention as you enjoy the day. Around the building, you'll be seeing videos of staff across the organisation, because this is more than a building. This is people, this is networks, it's us working together. And you'll see people talking about what Awatea means to them and how it will support what they do. Do stop and listen, talk to them. Please also say hello to the people that you'll meet. There's a number of great people who've done work to get us to where we are today. I want to mention the De La Salle schoolboys who've done such amazing artwork for us. And there's some examples there. And in a second, I'll show you a very short video that will relate to that. And obviously, you're going to hear from the King's Choir, and weren't the previous students fantastic too?
I'm here with a bunch of my friends from De La Salle College. We're here today just to draft our ideas onto paper. We're going to be painting words like partnership, act, great ideas, inspire. The cool thing about doing this is showcasing our artwork in the community and actually really doing something big for our school as well. What we're doing next when we come back is we're going to go and paint our artwork onto windows and canvases and also on a massive billboard. We're proud of our artwork. We want to share with the whole community and just to give back to the staff of Middlemore.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to join with us, and I must say it has been a very exciting opening. I would particularly like to acknowledge our kuia and kaumatua, our guests and our hosts who have joined together to provide for us a very exciting day. We had a dawn ceremony and our ceremony now. Thank you all very, very much indeed. And the other participants, I thank you too, both those children that have sung for us and those that will present in the future. I convey apologies from King Awatea. Unfortunately, he has had to return to Ngarawahia urgently for business, but he does send his apologies and his thoughts with us. A very special welcome to Dr. Paul Hutchison. Paul is the MP for Henua, and Paul, we're just delighted that you could come and join with us. Thank you for coming and giving up your time. A very warm welcome to our overseas guests. Maureen Bizignano is the president of the Institute of Healthcare Improvement in Boston. She and Dr. Don Berwick set up the institute some 20 years ago. It's world leading, it's about quality improvement, it's about innovation, and it's about what Awatea is about. Thank you, Maureen, very much for coming, and we look forward to hearing you later. To Professor Sir Muir Gray. Muir, thank you very much for coming. Muir is the director of the Centre for Health, it's the Oxford Centre for Healthcare Transformation, and he is also the Chief Knowledge Officer for the NHS in the UK. Muir, again to you, thank you for coming all this way. Mike Smith, Mike, hello, thank you very much. Mike is the Chairman of the Lions Foundation, and I'll say a little bit more about his contribution later. Welcome too to the members of the Stevenson Foundation, Jocelyn and David. To my colleagues, academically, Professor Ian Martin. Ian, thank you for coming very much. Ian is the Dean of the Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences at the University of Auckland. To Professor Max Abbott. Max is the Pro Vice-Chancellor Health at AUT University, and again to Dr. Pete Brothers, who is the Chief Executive of the Manukau Institute of Technology. Welcome. Esme, thank you very much for cutting the ribbon and welcoming us yet again. Wonderful to see you, and you're looking really well. Special greetings to Professor Harley Gray for the first academic appointment at Middlemore Hospital. Welcome, Harley. And a very special acknowledgement to Dr. Peter Gow. Peter, can you put your hand up, please? Where are you? Peter. Peter was recently awarded an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, and let's congratulate him. And now my final but most important task is to thank those sponsors who have assisted us with the Ko Awatea and with the day. A very special thanks to the Lion Foundation, Mike. We are deeply grateful for your contributions. The Lion Foundation have sponsored the Lion Foundation Chair of Emergency Medicine, and it is a very significant sponsorship, and we thank you and the Lion Foundation. We would also like to thank you for your contribution to the Innovation Lab and also to the other support that you've given over the years to the county's Manukau DHB. I need to tell you that that sum amounts to $6.4 million since 2002. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. Thanks to the Stevenson Foundation, and I would like to welcome Nari Stevenson, Jocelyn Moore and David Stevenson. The Stevenson Foundation was founded the Sir William Stevenson Chair of Orthopaedics in 1976, and this was the chair that Professor Harley Gray occupied as the first chair. They also funded the Chair of Plastics and the Chair of Ophthalmology, and I'd also just like to thank the Stevenson Foundation for funding the Stevenson Chair of Health Improvement and Innovation that Jonathan Gray now occupies. Let's give them a hand too, please. Our very close friends and colleagues at Fisher & Paykel Healthcare have provided sponsorship, of course, to the ICU and the CCU here, and they have sponsored Sir Muir Gray to attend here. And I understand Mike Daniels, the CEO, is here somewhere today. I'm sure he's around. So let's thank them for that contribution too. We'd also like to thank the David Levine Foundation, who have donated funds for a scholarship to be based at Ko Awatea, and Vodafone New Zealand, our conference sponsors, and are sponsoring one of the social hours. Welcome everyone, thank you very much for attending, and we look forward to a very exciting Ko Awatea and exciting conference. Thank you.
Ko Awatea is creating the opportunity for dialogue between academics and healthcare providers to align professional development with the service delivery needs for a better, sooner, more convenient health care service, a mantra that some of you may have heard becoming embedded in New Zealand's health service. It will do this by generating ideas and planning and implementing these new ideas on the ground as a team, with everyone having the opportunity to participate. Ko Awatea is showing innovation from its inception as it brings together key regional and international organisations to share their forward thinking and drive for quality. May I acknowledge, on behalf of the government, the key partnerships. Partnerships with Auckland University of Technology, Auckland University, and the Manukau Institute of Technology. International partnerships with the Massachusetts-based Institute of Healthcare Improvement and the UK-based Oxford Centre for Healthcare Transformation both bring a focus on health improvement, quality and innovation. These collaborations will enhance County Manukau DHB and the wider New Zealand healthcare system. Ko Awatea is also working collaboratively with Health Workforce New Zealand in the development of the Northern Regional Hub. By working together, clinicians and educators can devise strategies and approaches that produce the type of workforce the local community really needs now and in the future.
Kiro
there where he is.
Our faculty first took in its cast of medical students in 1968, which meant that in 1971 they hit their clinical attachments for the first time ever. And I'm looking at Harley, but I think pretty much from day one there were students based at Middlemore from our medical program. 1971. The Beatles hadn't quite split up. The Vietnam War was in full flight. The Cold War dominated absolutely everything. And medical practice was completely unlike anything we have now. Resistant organisms, almost unheard of. Penicillin killed most things. Imaging. We might just about have had the first ultrasounds, but we certainly didn't have CT, and no way did we have MRI. There might have been 1 or 2 computers in the country, if we were lucky. I looked up and saw what memory cost for a computer in 1970. For a DEC computer, which was about state of the art then, for 1 kilobyte of memory was $8,000, which means that my 32 gigabyte iPhone in 1971 would have cost $1 billion US. And as a surgeon, I reflect that the commonest operation done was a vagotomy to cure peptic ulcer disease, something we now know was absolutely positively barbaric because it's an infectious disease. Why am I commenting on this? Well, I'm commenting because we simply don't know what we're going to be doing in 40 years' time, and anyone who tries to convince me that we're smarter than our forebears has got a lot of convincing to do. We're not. But what we need is an environment where we can look to the future. What imaging techniques are we going to have in the future? What £1 billion technology do we have now is going to be carried around in everybody's pockets? That's the challenge. There's no reason to suppose it's going to be any different in 40 years from now. So, this partnership is part of ensuring that we have an innovative system that can adapt to those inevitable changes and make the most of them in terms of improving the health of the communities we serve. I'm going to leave you with a quote from a French author who I really like, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, who died at the end of World War II, who simply said, "Your task, my friends, is not to foresee the future, but to enable it." I can think of no better words to launch today's partnership.
If you keep doing what you're doing today, you'll keep getting the same results you get today. Unless you do something different, you won't get any different results, and we all want to make it better. And one of the great things about Awatea is, I think, the idea of innovation. And that then comes to the second point that I think Awatea brings to us. It's co-location. If you keep doing the things you're always doing, and you do them with the same people in the same place, it's sometimes hard to break out of the rut and get the extra spark. What Awatea will do is bring together people from many aspects of the health sector, people who haven't traditionally worked together. I sometimes think the most important part of Awatea will be the cafeteria out there, where these people will come together and spark off each other and get the new ideas and put forward the experiments, the different ways of doing things, the different roles in the health sector that we can do, the different ways of educating people that will bring the changes that I think and the improvements that we all seek in our sector.
AUT brings to the mix the wide range of allied health professionals as well as nursing and midwifery. And it's pretty much a complementary mix with the University of Auckland and MIT. We've had a long presence too here, particularly through allied health, midwifery, and more recently, oral health. The current hardship that we're encountering financially, I don't think is all a bad thing, because it's actually been a wake-up call, and I think it's forced us to confront issues sooner rather than later. And if we'd just taken it slowly and gradually, it might have been too late.
Awatea is an incredibly important project, and I think in the years ahead we'll see amazing benefits for the health of all New Zealanders arising out of this program. As Gregor said, our association with Counties Manukau Health Board and the South Auckland Health Foundation is one that is deeply important to us. We value it greatly. From a small grant of $25,000 years ago, that association has grown, and we've been involved in many projects here, both at Middlemore and in Counties Manukau generally. And it hasn't stopped yet, I'm sure. Finally, to Ko Awatea and all the staff of Counties Manukau Health who are involved in this exciting and important project, we wish you every success.
The 1990s was a golden era, and I'll just tick some of the boxes: the super clinic, the ED, the clinical board, all of those things, and we became a learning organisation. We learnt from clinical indicators, how to assess and learn from complaints, incidents, and the introduction of credentialing for medical staff to ensure they practice within their scope of competence. These were all new things, and we can be proud of them as a hospital. Talking to my friends that I've met and this wonderful building, the culture and the spirit of Middlemore has not died. It's what I knew when I was here, and it's survived. It is unique. Don't lose that treasure. Involve your doctors, involve your clinicians and your nurses. Get your management right, and you will succeed.
The Stevenson family and foundation have for many years a strong commitment to Middlemore Hospital and to the South Auckland community as a whole. Our grandfather, Sir William Stevenson, was fundamental in establishing the first full-time teaching chair to be based at Middlemore Hospital, and that was the chair of orthopaedics with Professor Harley Gray, holding the professorship for many years. The Sir William and Lady Stevenson chairs in plastic and reconstructive surgery and ophthalmology at Auckland University followed soon afterwards. In the early 1970s, Grandad was quoted as saying, "It surprises me that the university is screaming out for these chairs and can't get the necessary support. Bringing good experienced men to New Zealand to teach our young people seems to me to be a very sound investment." This statement stands true today. The Stevenson Foundation and family are extremely proud to be continuing Sir William's legacy by supporting Professor Jonathan Gray as Director for Health System Innovation and Improvement at Ko Awatea. Jonathan's value base, drive and passion were very clear from the first time we met. And I think if Sir William was alive today, he would agree, a very sound investment for the community at large.
The patients that we were nursing were World War II returned servicemen, Fleet Air Arm, Air Force, and it was quite a different experience to just nursing somebody who came in from an everyday job. The emotional side of it was also that we had to deal with. So our nursing became care and compassion, and that is what I would like to see a lot more of in nursing today. I would like to wish Ko Awatea the very, very best of wishes, my personal wishes for a wonderful, wonderful training centre, to wish everybody who's going to work in Ko Awatea and do the learning and training to love Middlemore as much as I did.
Kia ora, I'm Len Brown, Mayor for all of Auckland. My vision for Auckland is it becomes the most livable city in the world. A crucial part of that vision is the sense that we have strong, resilient communities with everyone enjoying the best of health. To achieve that, we need the very best of health research. And I want to congratulate the Counties Manukau District Health Board in its new initiative in opening Ko Awatea.
Hi, and congratulations on getting Ko Awatea up and running. It's an innovative, forward-looking idea that will benefit all Kiwis, and in particular those in South Auckland. I can see the potential that Ko Awatea has to put New Zealand on the map as a leader of world-class healthcare. I know your profession doesn't always get the credit it deserves, but I'm grateful for the work you do. Wishing you all the best for Ko Awatea and the potential it has for you to make an even greater difference to those you care for. Good luck.
Most of us agreed going through the challenges facing us in all countries across the globe is
increasing the demand on healthcare, increasing the cost of healthcare, and the only way we're going to tackle this is through innovation. And again, it was wonderful to see some of the ideas, and I have no doubt this is going to be, if you like, the light bulb in which we're going to drive some innovative thinking based on real evidence in transforming our healthcare system, not just in New Zealand, but also it's going to have an influence globally.
The good people who look after the health of the people of South Auckland have done a fantastic job for years, but they're not content. They are seeking innovation, they're seeking change, they've built a brilliant new space. The whole initiative is called Ko Awatea, which means first light. It's the dawning of a new approach, which is more community-based and relying on the people that are actually working in the health community rather than the system, which is probably past its use-by date in many ways. So this is an innovation that's coming straight out of the heartland of New Zealand, out of one of the most diverse communities, and I totally support them. And I thought of a little song this morning that might actually just do my little bit for the cause and send my best wishes, my love to everybody down there. It's called Ray of Hope. Lay a blanket on the ground, together watch the world go round as we gaze upon the stars. Remember just how small we are when I see the sun light up your face. It's coming like a ray of hope. Innocence grows and swells. Help each other to get well. At the brand new day will find us willing and prepared to learn, put the broken past behind us, let the days of love return. When I see the sun light up your face, it's coming like a ray of hope. Innocence grows and swells. Help each other to get well. When I see the sun light up your face, it's coming like a ray of hope. Innocence grows and swells. When I see the sun light up your face, that was a bad note. Let's make it well.